ITV's Naughtiest Blunders 4, the show that's more colourful than the average football fan's language. Take this next batch of blunders. Remember, all the people involved are professional broadcasters or performers, and speaking is a tool of their trade. But on these occasions, it's not so much their use of the English language as their abuse of it.
I won't be giving up, and neither should Thermal Man. I'd find him and tell him to, I'm talking now.
Generally cloudier through the course of tomorrow, but in the west the murk should lift to show some good sunny spells, and it will be mostly dry for most of us tomorrow, and considering we've just had a cold front go through, hardly goose pimple weather. 14... Oh, I've... bloody...
We on the show realise that we're not just the only fount of all film knowledge here. Some of you rely upon the wit and wisdom of local journalists to lead the way to cinematic enlightenment, only for you to be let down by their tawdry standards and corrupt, silly natures. They usually have beards as well, I should warn you. We thought we all might such take...
I think you need a couple of minutes break, but don't go anywhere, because coming up I'll be speaking to the band No Jehoda, and you better have your tissues at the ready, because we're bringing you sour tune and quality Yanks. So go fuck, what am I talking about?
Is all this nice weather during the day mean it's going to be a bit chilly at night?
That's very astute of you. Yes,
Thank
it
you,
is, actually. You should be a weatherman, you know that. That's right, because we get these longer evenings, it's more time... Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Well, in case you hadn't realised, the Taiwanese guy recklessly brandishing his footwear in Parliament was just trying to emulate Russia's President Khrushchev, who in 1960 famously took off his shoe and banged it on the table when someone from the United Nations criticised him. Ooh! See? I'll get a job on Channel 5 News yet. Mind you, it's just not... It's just not just... That was so very, very close. It was moving along swimmingly, and then all of a sudden I up again because I...
Tonight on Central News.
Oh, bums.
Please don't broadcast that one, for God's sakes.
Anyway, I hope there's nobody sitting near you who's as bad as that, because we're about to see a
And Richard's going to be back next week with more handy gadgets.
Fantastic. Okay, now there's another chance to see Leslie Waters with her top tits. Top tits.
She has got very nice breasts.
I'll see you when I get back from London. You.
Look, Alan, I'll do anything. I'll give you anything. Just see what you want.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you think some mere materialist bribe... No, not materialist. Bum, that's the wrong word. Bum. Tits, willies, buttocks. Great hairy testicles of doom.
The New Statesman's Alan Bastard, also known as Rick Mail there, with a politically incorrect outburst that proves that John Prescott probably isn't so bad after all. Meanwhile, back in the real world, let's turn our spotlight on television journalists. You know the ones, those tough, resourceful professionals who can comfortably cope with any situation, like Anglia television reporter Carl Heidel. It's not enough that he was standing in the middle of a cloudburst up to his knees in floodwater. He was also facing a raging torrent from his director as well.
I'll pull this away so you can
What are you doing?
see Mr. Poppy.
Carl, I can't see the pot.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Right, here goes. In the short amount of time I've already been here, the water has already risen an inch up my boots. Shortly, it may well actually top them.
Get rid of that bloody brolly.
What?
I can't see your head with the brolly.
What?
Get rid of the brolly, you great pond.
Right, I'm going to get on my personal bus. Please, I had it hand painted, and I'd like you all to join me. There you go, get a shot.
Hollywood heartthrob Leonardo DiCaprio has been hounded by Planet Hollywood to become part of its famous marketing team, along with the likes of Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger. But the young star simply not interested. It would seem that it's no longer fashionable to become Dick.
Oh. They're dangerous, they are.
I hope you catch these. That's you've got a problem.
Get the shoes, change the colour. I think it suits me better anyway, don't you? Okay, kept the tight, kept the shoes, changed the colour. Suits me better anyway, doesn't it? Again, I'm from Frontierland. This time I work at Taco's Bills. Paco's Bills. Who gives a
And more embarrassingly, it's been advertised in the town's official guides for tourists for some girl.
So what do you think of all this today? It's good, isn't it? Are you looking after your owner?
Here's one that talks about it opening in late summer '99. Here's another that... And more embarrassingly, it's been advertised in all of the resorts to official... let's live with the one.
Take 2, 3, 2. James Anderson was arrested in this area without incident last night, and although... Honk this, buddy.
This is a typical ATV Today location. It's
grainy footage from the golden age of ATV back in the year 1968 BC, that's before colour, proving that it's a long-held tradition for TV reporters who are subjected to foul weather to supply the language to match. The thing is, at least he was in the middle of town. Welsh TV reporter Gwyn Llewellyn, who stars in this next clip, was stuck in the middle of nowhere. Talk about wet and windy. That's the weather, by the way, not Gwyn.
Ond oedd tad un o'r ddau a fi farw ddim yn fodlon. Tynnodd sylw at y ffaith. Ond oedd tad un o'r ddau a fi farw ddim yn fodlon. Tynnodd sylw at y ffaith bod yn... Sorry. Gai drio eto. I'r fan yma, deitha nhw, y grib uchel sy'n rhannu Dyffryn Conwy draw acw. Sorry, dim Dyffryn Conwy, diolch. Dyffryn Conwy, sy'n ffordd gwrdd. Sorry. Mi ddylaf aros na wedi di. I'r fan hyn y deitha nhw, i'r grib uchel sy'n gwahanu Dyffryn Conwy draw acw, oddi wrth Ddyffryn Ogwen.
Good old Gwyn Llewellyn there from a Welsh TV series called Die Are You P***, which apparently doesn't mean Die Have You Been Drinking. The filthiest blunders we feature on this show are usually made by performers who've got no one to blame but themselves. So in fairness, this next collection we put together serves to highlight the fact that just occasionally the root cause of their problem is completely out of their hands, which as far as this first clip goes is just as well. Oh, and by the way, keep your eyes on the position of the sound boom, because as this next clip proves, direction is everything.